From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10. Live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Harriet Agbeni.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, local government elections in Kwara State record large voter turnout. Residents commend conduct of poll. Women group storms EFCC headquarters in Abuja, demands action to curb corruption and violence in the country. President Jonathan prays for peace in Jerusalem, reaffirms commitment to Nigeria's development. And Kenyan authorities sack 15 immigration officers for endangering national security following Westgate Mall attack.
On business news tonight, the Economic Community of West African States agreed to implement a single customs tariff regime from 2015.
On sports news, Brazil women's soccer star Marta inches closer to winning a record 6th FIFA Ballon d'Or award.
Peaceful. That's how the local government election held in 15 local government areas of Kwara State today was described. Now, only 3 political parties participated: the People's Democratic Party, the Labour Party, and the Social Democratic Movement. Our correspondent in the state reports that there was a large turnout of voters, while adequate security was provided to guard against the breakdown of law and order.
Following the judgment of an Ilorin High Court that cleared the Kwara State Independent Electoral Commission to conduct the local government election in the state. As early as 8 a.m., voters started trooping out at various polling booths for accreditation. Most of the major roads and streets are deserted of the usual business activities. In most of the centers at Ilorin West, South and East, the voters queued up peacefully, and a large number are women. In Ajikobi and Jimbo wards, both in Ilorin West, the voters expressed satisfaction at the quick arrival of voting materials.
One of the unique things we've observed in Kwara is that the substantial compliance of restriction of movement. And we must give kudos to the security agents. They've done perfectly well. And the elections were very orderly, peaceful, and I have no words to describe it again. And the women, there is a fair turnout.
The situation is the same in almost all polling units as people turned out in large numbers, but the heavy presence of security officials is noticed.
They do their assignment very okay. No problem, no fighting from anybody. They bring the election materials in time. They start the election in time. So there's nothing, they don't waste our time. So people vote, and after they vote, they left the polling booth immediately.
The state chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, Mr. Uthman Ajidagba, who also monitored the election at Afon local government area headquarters, said he's satisfied with the turnout.
Presiding officer, any problem about voting materials? So you can hear, there's no problem. Okay, so because we are adequately, effectively, and efficiently prepared. Okay. Yes.
Election materials got to various polling booths we observed. They got there in good time. 8:39 materials were already on ground. Okay. Yes. Okay. In most of the places we went to.
Not left out, Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed also cast his vote at Ifelodun local government ward.
Firstly, I want to give thanks to God Almighty because we have seen every process of the election going on accordingly and timely, and most importantly, peacefully.
Voters expect that their votes will count in this election and their candidates will emerge victorious.
Meanwhile, the senator representing Kwara Central in the National Assembly and former governor of Kwara State, Bukola Saraki, has also expressed satisfaction with the conduct of the local government election in the state. The senator, who spoke to journalists after casting his vote at the Ajikobi ward in Ilorin, expects the eventual result will favour his party as the only grassroots party working for the welfare of the electorate.
What I'm happy about is the turnout. The turnout of because, as I said earlier on before you came, that our concern initially was that there might be very lackadaisical attitude. People might think that you should not, but look at the turnout. So I think that is very encouraging, and I think that also sends a message to those who are elected to see that people are expecting a lot from them. That's really what I want as a child. We'll wait till when the results start to come in. We are hopeful that our performance as a party, as a government in this state, we have done well. And I thought people have confidence in us, and I believe that they will vote. Because the people vote for the people that lead them. They believe they are leading them well, and they will continue to vote for them. I think it's the result to show where the people are. The result to show who the people believe in. And those who are disgruntled, we always have open arms. People have gone and come back. There's a tradition here in Kwara. People go out, they make mistakes and they come back. Because this is where the people are. We do not believe in just structure for the sake of structure. We believe in people. And if we want to serve, we go where the people are. We don't believe in newspaper politicians. We believe here in the grassroots. This is what you see. And the people will show that. Because look, this election to us is a very great message. Because when you have an election where some of the political parties, by fault of their own, are not participating, and people are still coming out like giving vote, it's a strong message. It's a clear message they are sending to the state and to the country. That these people are the people we are with, and we always stay with them. I think that's the message here.
Former Governor of Kwara State and Senator representing Kwara Central, Bukola Saraki. In the meantime, protesting women stormed the head office of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in Abuja, demanding that the commission investigate the activities of some politicians in the country. But during the protest, the women under the aegis of Widows Organization International alleged that politicians are using ill-gotten wealth to cause violence in the country. Spokesperson for the group, Mrs. Patience Ofoebu, said the group is worried, especially as the nation moves towards the 2015 general elections.
As a mother and as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, when things are going wrong, even in any other state, any part of this country, as mothers, we should come out and voice out. You know, this is how Boko Haram started. This is how Niger Delta militancy started. Few people will amaze wealth, your wealth and my wealth. They will use it, bring in our children, whereas their own children are all studying in Harvard, in different parts of the country, to cause mayhem in states. And we say no.
What you see there are some residents of Owerri, the Imo State capital, today protesting what they described as an unfair judgment and treatment of the issue of the purchase of 2 armored vehicles by the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority. And while dismissing the allegation of corruption against the Minister of Aviation, Stella Odua, they insist the minister should be appreciated for what she's done in the industry.
The issue is this. This is purely Nigerian issue because the lady you're talking about now, most Nigerians do not know her. They don't know her background. It is a surprise to some of us that she accepted to be a member of the federal cabinet. Those who know her history or who know her well will know that he has made everything one would be in life before coming into the cabinet. And therefore, she has a standard which he wants to help this nation achieve. He wants to put aviation to a standard that we have never seen before. The federal government, who do not want any kobo, any penny to enter federal government purse, are trying to capitalize on non-issue. This is a woman who has what do you call bulletproof or whatever proof. Go into her archives and see a lot of good things which he wants to introduce to this nation.
Women have been challenged to seek greater participation in activities that will impact positively on the society. Now, this charge was given during the 5th edition of the Arise Women Conference, organized by the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Province 4 in Lagos. The event, which was well attended by prominent women in the country, witnessed the launch of the group's first mobile clinic to cater for women free of charge. Our correspondent, Ogechukwosi, has the report.
It was celebration at the 2013 Arise Women Conference. A large congregation of women have gathered solely to learn how best they can impact the world positively. This gathering is made possible by the women of the Redeemed Christian Church of God Province 4, a coalition of 100 parishes in Lagos, taking place at the City of David Parish, Victoria Island. The theme of the conference, Tiny Seed, Big Impact, appears just perfect to drive home the point.
At this conference, we started with very small beginnings, but God is in every little beginning. He is the God of small beginnings. Isaiah says, do not despise the days of little beginnings.
This year's edition of the annual event is also celebrating its impact on the society in the past 5 years since it was founded. As some of the guests here highlighted the role of women in nation building and how they can achieve that by starting small.
But one thing I want to tell the women here, everyone, like Bill Clinton said, we all have something to give. God never created us empty. You have something to give to your neighbor. And when we decide to start giving, that's when we will make our nation great again.
Sowing is not only about giving your substance, giving your money. You can sow by reaching out to your neighbor in different ways.
In the spirit of starting small, the highlight is the launch of the first mobile clinic, which is expected to bring first-class healthcare to the doorsteps of the people.
This is what we have done this year. Now we have 2 ambulances, 2 mobile clinics that will be going round about Lagos every single day until Jesus comes, giving medical treatment free of charge to women.
It's a tiny seed they planted 4 years ago, and with this launch, they hope to make big impact, a lesson they expect everyone in attendance will take away from this conference. Ogechukwu was reporting for Channels Television News.
In part 2, after the break, cerebral palsy used to be considered a mysterious health condition, but that's not the case any longer. Find out what has changed when we come back. Please stay with us.